let's talk about life for you right now, because everything is everything but a fiasco in your life right now, man. It looks on paper and from the outside looking in, it looks like it's pretty good to be you. And you had some dates on Kanye's big tour. You're on the multi-platinum album, video. You have your own sneaker deal, your own sneaker before you even have a video, and chilling with Reebok and everything. What is this life for you like right now?
Life right now for me is, I guess, it's a culmination of all the work and grind that I'm put in, me and my partner Chili put in over the past, like, I want to say 3 years. You know, I got a Grammy before my album came out, you know, on Beyonce's album. Did work on there. Then, you know, just having Jay-Z co-sign you, you know, just like that, bam. Then turn around and have Pharrell co-sign you, bam. Then turn around and have Linkin Park co-sign you, bam. Then turn around and have this, bam, 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 bam. It was kind of overnight. You know, I drive down the street and it's a billboard. You're like, damn, how I get a billboard? You know what I'm saying? And then the Kanye situation, you know, jumping on Touch the Sky, that was really just, I've been on Kanye for years. And it was just like, yo, let's just jump on my album. You know what I'm saying? And the record just took off. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, you're on the album, you might as well jump on my tour. So it's like, you jump on your world tour, the world tour. Did the tour here, then went overseas, did the tour with him there. It's a lot. Like, I'm so, like, just in a daze with it at this point right now that I'm just trying to put it together.
I want to just talk a little bit about growing up in the whole Chicago music scene.
One thing about Chicago is that it's the crossroads, like we right in the middle. So we get everything, you know, East Coast on its way to the West Coast comes through Chicago, West Coast on its way to the East Coast comes through Chicago. You know, Chicago's built up of a bunch of people that came from the South. You know what I'm saying? We 5 hours from Memphis, you know what I'm saying? And a stone's throw away from Mississippi. So we get this whole, like, influences from everywhere, you know? And we just put it all together. And what happens is certain people lean more toward New York, you know what I'm saying, but they still had their own flavor with it. Certain cats lean toward the South, you know what I'm saying, but they still got their own flavor with it and still mixed up with some stuff from New York. Certain cats lean back and it be from the South, you know what I'm saying, but they still got the influences of the New York kids and the West Coast kids, you know what I'm saying? So you just get this nice, mellowed out, you know, I guess, homogenized sound in Chicago.
Junior year, you said you really wanted to be a rapper, but, you know, a lot of kids say that their junior year in high school, especially, you know, I could remember going to schools and everybody just banging on the table, battling at lunchtime.
Right.
But when did it become, like, serious, I'm going to be a rapper?
I sat back and I was like, what do I need to be a rapper? Okay, you need a microphone, you need some beats, you need a way to play those beats, you need a way to rap through those microphones. Okay, let me go to the flea market. You know what I'm saying? And I was this flea market on the south side that I've been going to since I was like literally a baby. So he went to the flea market, he had this old Ray Charles mixing board with knobs on it and vacuum tubes. So I was like, I got that, boom, okay. He had a stack of records of just promo singles, I guess. Whoever was doing the promo work in Chicago was just like, let me go and throw this stack of wax in this flea market. So I would just go get all this wax, you know, go get a record player, get my crew, make our little mic stands, you know what I'm saying? And we started making tapes. And we started doing shows. And then we started doing it. And before you know it, I had a deal while I was in high school.
Jay's executive producing your album. How did the two of you develop such a close relationship where he wants to take time away from being El Presidente to make sure that Lupe is right? Jay
respects me on different levels. He respects me as a rapper. He respects me as a young businessman. He's like, he'll tell me I'm him 5 years ago, and he'll tell that to an executive. He'll tell that to an L.A. Reid, like, this guy is me. If you want me where I'm at now, you got it right here. It's gonna take you 3, 4, 5 years, but if that's what you want, this is the dude that'll get you there.
Let's talk a little bit about the title of your album, Food and Liquor.
Food and Liquor is a generic name for the stores in Chicago. How you got bodegas, supermarket, whatever. It's a generic name for the corner stores in Chicago. And I've been all around the world. I ain't seen a Food and Liquor anywhere else but in Chicago. So it's a Chicago thing, and it's so subtle that even cats in Chicago don't even know. They just like, okay, food and liquor, whatever. And so it represents that. It's a staple to me. And it also represents, on a deeper note, I'm Muslim, I don't drink alcohol. So I always had a bad taste in my mouth, bad connotation. So it's always represented bad things to me. And the food represents the good, the growth, the development you needed to live type situation. So it's that balance of good and bad.
So your mixtapes, man, they one of the most talked about things on the internet. If you go to like the hip hop websites, they all talking about this guy. Some people, you know, Kanye, we had Kanye on MTV about a year ago, and he was like, yo, Lupe's the next dude. If you want to know what the future of Chicago and rap period, it's Lupe. Let's talk about making the mixtapes. First of all, give us like some of the titles.
My mixtape series is called Fahrenheit 115, and it's a play off Fahrenheit 9/11. Instead of just freestyling over beats, I went and remade entire songs. I tried to make singles off the mixtapes, and I actually did. So I was getting spins on my mixtapes. Everywhere that you see Lupe Fiasco, the first 10,000 MySpace friends and everything else, the internet buzz, and even to these shoes that I have on my feet came from those mixtapes. You know, whenever anybody say anything, I'm like, yo, my mixtapes got me some shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, now what?
How do you focus on the thing that actually got you to this point? Is that the music? Because like you said, you've accomplished more before your album came out. Like, you know, your buzz is huge on the internet with the hip-hop purists, so to speak. They say you're official. You have all these accolades. How do you focus on making sure that the hype is lived up to once the album comes out?
I stay on my MC game. You know what I'm saying? I make sure I stay on that. I make sure I sit down and practice it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I stay there, polish my skills. But I'm a quality over quantity dude. So if I do one record, I'm gonna make sure it's gonna be a smash. I don't care for who it's for. You know what I'm saying? It might not be for the kids in the hood. It might be for the kids in Korea. You know what I'm saying? But I want to make sure that that record is a smash. Right now, it's so natural that I don't even need to do nothing extra. You know what I'm saying? Just go record a record and it just come out like, oh, okay, another smash record. Let me put that one on the album. Okay, this. And it might not be a smash as far as like it's gonna sell 30 million records, but you're gonna have hip hop heads like, You're gonna have your skateboarders like, You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, you got everybody like,